The following is not suitable for children under the age of 18. This show contains coarse language and sexual themes that may be deemed over the top, as well as my own personal views. Please note all characters of the show are fiction and are not targets of anyone or anything, but are made up for complete satire. Hello my masters and welcome to the Sky Genie Show, the absolute worst show ever. This is episode 24 of the Sky Genie Show, and just like the birds currently on my windowsill, you're in for a good time. Bow chicka wow wow. Hey, I have this story. I went over to this guy's place and I was watching TV. He comes up and says to me, "Hey, what the fuck you doing here, buddy?" I looked at this motherfucker and said to him, "Buddy, I'm the Sky Genie. I do whatever the fuck I want." Now, he will spin it that he bought out a gun, but I did not run like a coward. With him threatening to shoot me? No. As a matter of fact, I ran because I wanted to get a little bit of exercise. Fuck that up, well, back to it. But the nerve of this motherfucker to point a gun at me while sitting in his house watching TV uninvited. I mean, if I really wanted, I could have walked in and watched him foul getting it up for his fat wife. Fucking asshole, it's like I'm the bad guy. Jeez. Here's another story. It was my ex-girlfriend's birthday, and I decided, why not buy her a present? I happened to buy her dog food, because it's the thought that counts, right? I mean, she was a bitch to me the whole fucking time. Least I could do is buy some food just in case she gets hungry, right? Anyway, on the show today, we have some wrestling news and reviews of 205 Live and New Japan's New Year's Dash, the show after Wrestle Kingdom. Now for everyone's probably least favourite segment of the show, I farted. For those wondering about Genie Jr, well, he's still on his cruise, and he actually has been sending me postcards with his picture on them. Also with the llama having a lot of fun, from what I gather. Apparently, he has a huge announcement. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. 2 huge announcements that he'll reveal next week. What could this be? Well, tune in to the Sky Genie Show for next week, because then I'll fucking know. I haven't got a fucking clue. Here's a special boy. We'll be back with wrestling news after the break. For fans of the Sky Genie Show, please also make sure to check out Wrestling Soup. They drop at 9:30 on Thursday. Join hosts Anthony Missionary Thomas and Joey Numbers as they lightheartedly talk about what that's happening in professional wrestling, as well as other current events. While over there, please make sure to check out the Saturday morning shitbox. Have your voice and question heard as Mish and Joey answer questions on their thoughts of professional wrestling or anything else going around in the world. That show drops on Saturday morning-ish. The weeks it doesn't air is because they're doing pay-per-view Sunday. Yes, whenever there's a WWE pay-per-view, Mish and Joey usually review it, sometimes with John Draper. They also have shows on Stitcher and iTunes. If you want to catch the boys live, check them out on Mixlr. For my masters who are wondering if there will be Sky Genie shows throughout the Christmas New Year period. So sorry. Not for the normal show, but check out the holiday edition of the Sky Genie Show. There you will find I review old wrestling shows from the past. I review them to today's standards. And to make it interesting, I won't even know what I'm reviewing until I do it. Of course I'll know before you, because I have to record the fucking thing, don't I? But it's filled with gags and more as well. So check out the holiday edition of the Sky Genie Show, right here on my channel here on YouTube. Are you looking for a good laugh? Then check out Getting the Corner. Getting Dark Corner. Dark Corner. Dark Corner. With hosts Yuck Nasty and Dogger Baby. Every Wednesday night at 9 PM on Mixlr. Check them out on Wednesdays at 9 PM on Mixlr. If you're looking for a very professional show to listen to the Solomonster Sounds Off. His show, smokes this one entirely, is a very informative show. Join Jason Solomon as he gives his thoughts on the current events of professional wrestling. Catch his show on Podbean, Stitcher or iTunes. Also check out Jason Solomon's YouTube page where he does extras for pay-per-view shows or interviews with wrestlers in the business. Jason has interviewed the likes of Diamond Dallas Page, Bob Hardcore Holly, the legendary Jim Ross, and even Booker T. Definitely a show worth checking out. And we are back, and now for the wrestling news. So Anthem officially released a statement on the sale of TNA. Dixie Carter has resigned as president of TNA Wrestling, will go on as one of their board of directors for Anthem Sports, but will still be a minority shareholder. All I can say to that is thank fuck. Jeff Jarrett has signed with TNA Wrestling, but not as an on-air talent. He is apparently working backstage in a creative role. Also returning is Dutch Mantel. Karen Jarrett was also seen backstage. Kenny Omega is apparently stepping away from New Japan Pro Wrestling. No word if this is just a break, or if he's planning to go to somewhere else. I guess more details in the coming weeks. I hope he doesn't go to WWE, as I think he is a star in New Japan and should stay, personally. After that phenomenal match, next time he has a match for the IWGP Championship, I'd say he wins it. But we'll see how that goes. The following is a spoiler alert. If you don't want to know, please skip ahead. Cassius Ohno, otherwise known as Chris Hero, returned at an NXT taping. He confronted Shinsuke Nakamura in what I guess is his next challenger for the NXT Championship. And that was the news. After the break, the reviews of 205 Live and the New Year Dash for New Japan Pro Wrestling. For interesting discussion and debates on professional wrestling, check out Johnny Florida, Michael Corvin, and Old Man Jenkins on Wrestling's National Committee. They talk a wide range of topics on the world that is pro wrestling. Check them out on Wednesday at 9 PM on Mixlr. And all these good podcasts out there, you wouldn't think they fuck up a lot. Well, think again. I have a show for you. Yes, the Sky Genie. Make sure to check out the Blooper Show. The Blooper Show is made up of clips. Just like then. You can tell I fuck up a lot. So I get all clips that I fuck up on, put them together, and make a show based on being a fuck up. And I call it the Blooper Show. Check it out on my channel. Although the show may not be common, try to pick the good ones and put them in. At least getting a decent show. So check out the Blooper Show today. For fans of the show, please also check out the Don Tony and Kevin Castle Show. Don Tony and Kevin Castle Show is a hard-hitting, with brutal honesty type show, as they give their views on the world of professional wrestling and WWE. They're also on Stitcher and iTunes. If you want to catch them live, listen to them on Mixlr. And now for the review of 205 Live. 205 started out with Tajiri versus Sean Maluta. And after an okay match, Tajiri gets the win. After the match, Brian Kendrick comes down and cuts a promo. Talks about how they should just take over and beat up all the young guys. Tajiri hits Kendrick with a mist and leaves. Jack Gallagher versus Tony Nese. This was a good match with a finish. Gallagher got the win via DQ when Daivari attacks him from behind and beats him down after the match. There is a backstage segment with Rich Swann and Alicia Fox. Then it's Noam Dar versus Mustafa Ali. In a great match, Mustafa Ali gets the win. Now, why Noam Dar didn't win this match to establish him as a threat is beyond me, because that's WWE's way of getting him over. Then we come to the main event, Neville versus TJ Perkins. This was definitely TJ Perkins' best match since coming to WWE. It was a great match and your winner was Neville. Overall, it was a good show, but it was a status quo show, meaning you're not missing anything. And now for New Japan Pro Wrestling New Year Dash. This would be the final event that Steve Corino would call outside of WWE. But the show starts off with Kyle O'Reilly, Jay White, and Ricochet versus Jushin Liger, Tiger Mask, and Henare. Remember, it's Japanese, so I'll probably fuck it up. It was an okay match, but nothing blow away. O'Reilly, White, and Ricochet win the match. We then had Bullet Club's Yujiro Takahashi and Hangman Page versus Yoshitatsu and Billy Gunn. After a good match, the Bullet Club members win. Next was Adam Cole and the Young Bucks versus Yoshihashi and Roppongi Vice. And this was a great match, with Yoshihashi and Roppongi Vice winning. But after the match, Cole and the Young Bucks beat them down. We then had Cheeseburger, Hiro Saito, Tenzan Kojima, and Scott Norton versus Kenny Omega, Bone Soldier, The Guerrillas Destiny, and Bad Luck Fale. The first team was billed as Team 2000, and then there was Bullet Club. After a really fun match, Team 2000 got the win. I gotta say though, Scott Norton looked like a fucking brick shithouse. Like, he's slow, not as agile, but he would knock your fucking head off if given the opportunity. We then had Kushida and Michael Elgin versus Naito and Hiromu Takahashi. After an awesome match and outside interference from Dragon Lee, the winners are Kushida and Elgin. Dragon Lee and Elgin stand over Takahashi and Naito. We then had the great heels Makabe and Honma, Yuji Nagata, Shibata, and Juice Robinson versus Okada, Goto, Ospreay, Ishii, and Yano. After an awesome match, Makabe, Hanma, Nagata, Shibata, and Robinson won the match. But immediately after the match, Suzuki Gun came out and destroyed everybody. Then we came to the main event for the Never Openweight 6-man tag team titles. LIJ versus Tanahashi, Taguchi, and Nakaishi. After a good main event match, your winners and new champions, Tanahashi, Taguchi, and Nakahashi. Overall, it was an okay show, but really the only thing memorable was Suzuki Gun making their surprise attack. Wasn't as good as Wrestle Kingdom, but hey, it was a still good show. I'd like to thank you all for listening to the Sky Genie Show. Please like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. On the homepage of my YouTube channel, you'll find a donate button. So if you'd like to support the show, please donate whatever you want to my show, as your donations go to improve the overall quality of the show, such as audio and whatever. But please note, this show will always remain free. For those listening on Podcast Garden, I only have a donate button on the YouTube channel. So please go to that and check out a ton more content. Check out the website at skygenieshow.weebly.com. Check us out on Facebook at the Sky Genie Show page. On Twitter, it's SDD916. On Instagram, it's SkyGenie_1988. I realize I don't post much on Instagram, but I'm getting there. Thank you for listening and check you out next time.